stream right now, and I'm gonna end this stream. Let's see if what happens. Am I live again? Are we back? Hello, nerds. I think my cropping didn't change. Well, that was a thing. I never crashed during a stream. Well, I never did a stream this long. I'm trying to get back to the live stream control center. Yeah. Welcome back. Well, it's a bummer. Well, we're retarded. Oh no, we're not. I think you're going back. Welcome back. Yay! Hi again. I'm happy you didn't get lost in the internets, in the depths of the interwebs. Well, that was weird. I hope this is not going to happen again. I think that might be some problem with Ryzen CPUs. I'm not sure, but sometimes the whole thing just freezes. Or maybe it's NVIDIA. Who knows? Let's open up something that we have been working on, which is the track Numinous. And let's export. Or maybe I'm just gonna make this window smaller. Rupch. There you go. Does it work? Does it work? Yay. Represent. Represent. Yeah. There's no proper Linux. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, Bizar Angelov. I have no idea what caused the freeze, because it kind of happens whatever I do sometimes. Especially it happens when I have high RAM usage. It happened from the very beginning when I built this PC. You might remember. Yeah, I'm back. We're back. You are back. Glad to see you again. Yeah, the crashes sometimes happens. The only way actually to do this, to debug this, is to oh no, I don't want to live stream from the phone again, because by the way, did you see the live stream from the phone as a continuation of this or as a separate one? I should be able to. Oh yeah. Yeah, now I have SSH'd into my desktop. I can go dmasg -w-big T, and I can have a live debugging stream from the PC. So hopefully when it crashes, we can see why. Oh, sorry. I was unpacking the guitar and I didn't really. You can. My fiance wants some tea, but I have made it really hard. What did I do? Where were we? We were here with no plugins. Now the second thing that makes the sound is when we just chop this out. So I use the synthesizer to feed the sidechain gate, which is an LSP plugin, Linux Studio plugin, which is great plugins. They are free. Some of them are open source. come on, make yourself some tea. You want some tea? Just push this huge black box aside. I'm gonna help you. Give me a sec. I need to help my fiance have some tea, because that's important. Better now? Sorry. Okay, I'm back. They can't see you because you are behind the invisibility cloak. Happy? Sound is not routed to the stream again. Oh, yep, sure. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah. There are 14 people watching right now. Okay, the sound should be routed to stream now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Tea must be served. Yeah. Hey, hello, AQ? AQ? Is it French? I don't know. No Tina wedding. That's right. Oh. Yeah, it is funny, isn't it? Do you want to say something about the wedding tea? Yeah. Or yeah, no Tina wedding. Yeah. What do you call this? Bride? Yeah. The yet to become bride. She says she's not gonna speak about this. People say you should say hello. Do you want to say hello? There are people. I can hide the camera and you can say hello with just your voice. Do you want this? All right. She doesn't want to, but she will one day. I tell ya. Okay, what I want to say, we're doing things with this. I hope you can hear me. Yeah. They totally think you're just imaginary, you know, and they don't believe me. And you're making me look stupid. If you would just show your hand. That reminds me, I once played a cover of I Wanna Hold Your Hand, I Wanna Hold Your Hand. But we played it hard rock style, as it was. No, that was metal. No, it's too late for me to scream right now. People are sleeping behind the wall. So sorry. Next time. Yeah, when we move to the new flat and to the new home studio, hopefully to be made, we could probably do some more noises. I was trying to use this Guitarix Amplifier X plugin, which is amazing. It's like a 3-in-1 guitar emulation. It has an emulation of the tube amplifier with various tube models, which is awesome. It has a cabinet emulation and something else, a tone stack. It's like you can get really cool guitar tones out of it really quick. And I tried it, I didn't like it, so I just didn't use it. I wanted to cut off some bass because that would interfere with the bass. Then I added a Calf filter clavier, which is a plugin that reacts to audio coming in, the amplitude of the audio. No, maybe MIDI. I think it's MIDI. And it adds a filter effect. So I added this with a notch filter or band reject filter to add some interest to the sound. And then compress it heavily, as you can see. And then Argot Lunar. It's a really cool plugin. It's a granular processor. That means it splits the sound into short chunks and it processes every chunk separately. You can randomize the panning, which I am doing here with this plus minus randomizer knob. You can pitch shift them, you can delay them, you can do weird stuff, you can filter them. It's really great to mess things up. Then I'm adding call flanger. I think I just automating it. Yeah, here is the automation for the call flanger. So it's not going on all the time. It's only the mother of all crashes. Who is the mother of all crashes? If you're talking about Linux, let me remind you that most of the freaking internet is running on Linux, and it has the longest uptimes of anything. So don't you say that Linux is the mother of all crashes, because it's not. It might be making music on Linux, I don't know. I need a tutorial on how to convince girlfriends to allow studio monitors in bedrooms. Well, my tutorial is teach them your software. Make them, however, the prerequisite for that is that your girl needs to be into music production, kind of, or playing guitar, whatever. If she likes... Ha! Hello again. OBS has just crashed. No idea why. Good, it's you can just... get back online really quickly, but it just crashed. Just, and unfortunately, Dmask is not saying anything about this stuff. That's some funky business right there. 500 out of 500 HPC clusters are working on Linux too. Yeah, and like the supercomputers, all supercomputers are also running Linux. I need to learn how to convince. Well, yeah, teach her Ardor, maybe. Or, yeah, make some music with her, maybe. Or just make her listen to music on their monitors and enjoying it. Or make he play music that you both like and dance with her. And then that way you can have the monitors in the bedroom. Ha. It's not a specialty. It's my specialty. No, it's not my specialty. It's just a regular tea. But I don't like the tea that she is drinking. I'm drinking a different tea. I'm drinking an English tea. English, because I'm snob. Well, I'm drinking some English tea. I'm a snob. Am I a snob? Okay, we have flanger. And then some reverb. Which is very minute. But then we compress it again really hard to bring up the reverb. Because when you... I think I should move the camera. What the heck? Yeah, that's better. Oh, no, it's not. My invisibility cloak is too short. Oh, yeah, it's better. Ah, crap, no. No. You're not allowed to see my bed. Okay, better. I can move my face. Hey, I can see my face from here. And that's the sound. Yeah, I don't know if I should make another video about this. I just told you what to do. Yeah, it's a very fun sound. Nevertheless, let's read the chat because I think I drifted it apart slightly. I want to catch up. Greets from Argentina, Daniel Danter. Greetings from Poland. Hi. Say cześć. Say cześć. Well, she didn't want to say cześć. I'm sorry. Ardor is pretty loud. We can't hear you well when music is playing. Oh. Okay. Sure. I probably should have enabled sidechaining as I used in some in earlier unfa vlog videos. Like first I didn't use sidechain, then I used sidechain, then I disabled it again because it caused more problems than good. Maybe I'll try to enable it again. You want to try it? Let's enable sidechain. So here is Carla. But it's set to be on the bottom. So I need to close all the windows. Here's Carla. Here is Here is Carla. Where is oh, I think I just removed the plugin altogether. Yeah, I need to add a plugin. Okay. Let's use LSP side gate. LSP gate. Does it have a sidechain gate? Which is a sidechain gate? Yeah, left, right. Fade to load. Color rack mode can only work with monos. Oh, I'm set to work in color rack mode. Not good. Oh, that's not good. Is it gonna crash the thing? Or I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Let's try it again. I should restart it, but then we would have no audio for a while. LSP. LSP. Gate stereo. I could actually sidechain gate mono. Do we have sidechain gate mono? Because I don't need... No, I need stereo. Sorry, I need sidechain gate stereo. I can run myself another Carla instance. Carla rack instance. LSP side. Gate. Okay. Gate. Sidechain gate. Stereo. Oh yeah, now we have it. Fantastic. Oh, and now we have it here. So cool. So what I'm gonna do is configure my voice to be used as the sidechain input. Actually, I could use the input from the mixer. Actually, I should have some processing here. I don't think I have plugins running. Yeah, it's kind of raw, kind of very stripped down. So now I'm gonna disconnect this. Master, is a barber, master, eating all my fat. Let's try it. I need to run it from a different. Oh, there it is. 1, 2. I need to enable this. Whoa, hello. 1, 2. Cool. And now it should work. Oh, this is silly. I should have used a sidechain compressor, not a gate. Oh, that sucks. You know what? Let's not do this. Let us not go this route. You know what? There's also an information I need to tell you. I have to go to the restroom because that's the nature of the live stream. I think I'm gonna leave you with a track so you're not totally bored while I'm doing my thing. I wanted to make a song about the internet. It would be a rock song. I don't remember what is Hidden Pipes. Just close. Un saludo desde República Dominicana. Hello, greetings from Poland, Gabriel Lopez. What is this? Is it cool? Does it suck? Are you staying in Poland after your wedding time, or are you going back to the US? I never was in the US. I don't know if my English fooled you, but I never was in the United States. I never was. I was once last year in the Scotland for vacation only. I kind of liked it. It's a very beautiful. It was Edinburgh. Yeah, they say Edinburgh. It was Edinburgh, and Edinburgh is very beautiful. It's a very old city, but it's very beautiful. Let's see if I can make Ardor not deafen you. Let's make it. I mean, what's gonna happen? I don't know. Ah, it's not fed. Dude, I so like this. Oh, I love this sound. Let me play it to you. Let me hear your hablas español. Does it mean do I speak Spanish? I do not speak Spanish, unfortunately. I only speak Polish and English, and I can make fun of German a bit. Let's play this. This is quite a long track. I'm gonna go pee. Alright, the track wasn't long enough, but you're still here. Hey, it's 23 people watching, and probably including me, but still. Hey, that's getting momentum. It's like more and more people. Hi, everyone who I didn't welcome yet. Does unfa stream often? If so, is there a schedule? I don't yet. I would love to, but it's so hard to schedule stuff in my life right now, because it was shorter than I thought. Well, yeah, I'm afraid it ended just right after I played it. Oh. I'm gonna make it the background music. How about this? Let's loop it. To loop this, I think I need to copy the first thing. Make sure that it does start here. Oh. Something hung. Now I'm a bit afraid I'm gonna mess this up. Pew. Pew, pew. Dum, 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 dum. Sorry, I got carried out. I like this. However, I think like the second part is kind of too sad. I didn't want it to be too sad. Yay, it looped. Is this a Q&A? It can be. It actually is a Q&A. I'm trying to answer all the questions because I can't do this in a regular video. So I thought I'm gonna answer your questions live here now because, well, that's something new. I can talk to myself in the other videos. So I am answering questions. Yes, Ronald Iliva Boas. Hello. Calf has synths as well. It does. However, they are kind of limited. I can show you. Sorry. I wonder if the music isn't too loud. Is it? The RMS meter seems okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, I have the loop point bad. It should be here. That's gonna be better. Pew. Actually, okay. So I think that's actually the only freaking live stream where you have the music, background music, synthesized real time, and you're watching this thing. Oh man, it's so crazy. It's so fun. It's so fun hanging out with you now. It's like we have a tea party, tea time. Actually, I have drank coffee today. I was on a coffee. What do you call it? I didn't drink coffee because I have to take some medicine that made me stop drinking coffee, and I didn't return to drinking coffee daily because I was drinking coffee daily, and I think that's not super healthy for me. Wow, the bottle is dark. Oh, look at the bottle. That's weird. The bottle is the mirror of reality. Oh, amazing. I think I'm not like super prominent with the chat. I should read up. Does unfa stream often? No, I missed some other things. But it would be good to go back anyway. Unfa, what's your workflow for creating automation tutorial on how to convince my... Okay, I have been here. Cool. Sorry that I'm catching up so slowly. I'm gonna try to answer all your questions. I think it's really fun to do that. Also, me sitting here and ignoring you and your questions would be just rude. I wouldn't feel right. So, and I don't have like a better idea of things to do. I thought maybe I'm gonna do a video, but no, I'm just gonna answer your questions. But then you have to share the setup with the girlfriend, Tobias. I can't have this, lol. Well, I'm gonna have to share this setup with my wife. She's gonna be my wife. Yeah, but we actually record some music together, which is kind of like a dream. Like, I actually dreamed about having a girl that I can play and record music with, and it became a reality. Even though at the beginning she told me she hates electronic music. Like 2-3 years back, she hated electronic music. Really, she couldn't stand my music. But the last album, Suppressed, she really likes it. It's amazing. I never asked her for that. She just wanted to know what I'm up to, and she's kind of got to love it. And I don't know, fun. She's more into rock. She was writing rock songs and playing rock songs and stuff. And she plays bass. With tea, I guess. Perhaps some very special tea. No, it's not my specialty. Hey, everyone. Hello. Hello, Abhinav aka Demekis. Have you played around with Rakarak? I have used Rakarak quite a lot. I can launch it for you. This is the first, actually... Oh man, no, it's working. No. Oh no. Woo. Flip. Oh, now better. I'm afraid it does something. Can you hear me properly? No. So Rakarak is a guitar processor, effect processor for Linux. It's like an all-in-one. It makes very cool sounds. I used it to record electric guitar for some songs years back, before I learned how to get any decent electric guitar sound from plugins in Ardor, because that was very hard for me. I couldn't make a good guitar sound with plugins at all. It sounded like total crap. And only like in the last year or two I have discovered that there are Guitarix plugins that make really good guitar sounds with distortions and such. And yeah, so I didn't use Rakarak because I try to do everything I can with yeah, now it sounds different. I hope it didn't sound different on your side. I try to do anything with plugins, because plugins are flexibility. I can put the plugins into Ardor or into Carla and go live or go into Studio. If I have a standalone application, I can't go live with that so easily. Like, oh, I have to write scripts that will run the program, connect this with other things, the plugins I try to run. It's getting a bit complicated. If I can do everything with plugins inside one host, that's going to be simpler. It's going to be easier. And it's easier to recall the settings and such. So I prefer to work with plugins. And I never used Guitarix. I never liked it until recent years. And I got to really love it. Especially the plugins, because they look great, but the most importantly, they sound great. They make some really amazing distortion plugins. Like, if you... Let's try on the bass. Or maybe the bass 2. Let's loop the bass 2. I'm gonna make it louder so you can hear the bass. I hope it's not gonna be too loud. Actually, this is just this is not some FX. It's a single triangle voice with sine wave modulation. It's using frequency modulation and amplitude, kind of trying to model a bass guitar sound. And then I think, yeah, I do some distortion. Let's disable the distortion. Just make it louder, please. And now let's just look at the Guitarix distortion plugins. You can go and type GX, and that's the prefix that most of the Guitarix plugins use. So you can find there are some like GX Bose DS1, which is an emulation of a very, very well-known distortion pedal. It's really cool because we have like pre-gain and post-gain, so we can match the volume. So we don't have we're not blown away with the distortion loudness after this. I wonder what this is. Is this kind of a tilt EQ or what? Or a bandpass filter or some kind of? Or maybe just a low pass filter. But it's like upward. Anyway, that's one plugin. Let's add a different Guitarix plugin. GX Big Muff. Actually, the bass sound is pretty simple. It doesn't show the potential of this. I think it would sound better if I plugged in a real guitar. Maybe I will do that, but maybe let's read the chat. Because I think I can see I'm getting way delayed. What's your workflow like when you're creating the automation for the tracks? What's your workflow like when you're creating the automation for the tracks? I'm gonna show you. Let's open our Livestream 01. Just close. I don't want to mess up my track. I don't want to break it. Let's just... oh, that's harsh. Oh, I know. I should have used distortion for this. Oh. Let's make something that we can use to show off how we use automation. How I use automation, sorry. Pow, pow. thinking about a melody. Down, da-down, down, da-down, down. Yeah, and this is gonna loop. Do we have 4 bars? I think we have 4 bars. Alt D. I'm gonna record the beatbox. Beatbox. Let's add an audio track. It's gonna be mono. Let's call this beatbox. Because making drums is gonna be time consuming. Time consuming. I'm gonna use the mic. Use the mic. Yo. Use the mic. Oh yeah. Let's record some beatbox. Gonna enable my metronome with key 7. Excuse me. Oh yeah. I think I wasn't super crazy good with timing. Let's use mouse for this, but I think it's gonna work. Oh, you couldn't hear me, sorry. I have muted my mic. Oh, that was bad. Sorry. That's the thing when you get live. You get things that don't work. Because someone just didn't notice he messed up. And there's no time to fix this stuff. So it's gonna be rough. Like it has to. There's no time to fix this stuff. It's gonna be rough. Like it was. Ooh. I'm gonna record some vocals. I don't know why. I'm gonna just try to freestyle. I'm gonna try to fix this stuff because it's rough. It shouldn't be this way. It's not okay. It's really not okay. That's super silly. Super silly. Let's fix this stuff. To fix this stuff because it's rough. It shouldn't be this way. It's not okay. It's really not okay. I'm gonna try to fix this stuff because it's rough. It shouldn't be this way. I think I should just maybe skip ahead for a part where I can hear you saying that things don't work. Hey, fix your side chaining. With what? With the... Oh my goodness, you don't tell me. Oh yeah, yes it is. Sounds like OPF experiment's gone too far. Well, okay, so everything was just broken. Yeah, this is me breaking stuff. Now it's gonna be better. Sorry. Your voice is making everything louder. I'm not sure. I'm gonna... okay, yeah, because I had a sidechain gate with my voice triggering it, so as this is crappy stuff, you know, if you're doing live streams, you really should have your friend sitting there and making sure you don't stream crap and tell you immediately or just figure it out and fix it for you. But I don't have that. Maybe I could have someone, maybe one of you, I don't know. But how would you do this? You would need, like, I don't know. You would need to have a remote session with access to Carla or stuff where you could Maybe OSC is doing things. Maybe someone could do this. We could do this. Maybe. All right. So now you probably didn't hear what it sounded like properly. I'm gonna try to fix this stuff because it's rough. It shouldn't be this way. It's not okay. It's really not okay. Yeah. I think it's really quiet. Unfa, you should probably find a way to get the chat in the screen or something so you can see it more easily. I have it here. Oh, hello. Show it. Show it! Come on. Oh yeah, there it is. There's a chat. I was trying to read ahead and read back because I lost some stuff. Okay, let's try to super quickly read, and I'm sorry to everyone who I just can't keep up with your questions or stuff. Calves has synths as well. Yeah, it has. They are pretty basic most of the time, but they can do some cool stuff. Soy nuevo en el canal, pero pregunto si el cantado de alguna canción. I don't understand. Sorry. If you can ask it in English, I will, or if someone else can translate it, I can answer. I use monosynth for PVM stuff. Yeah, music is fine for me. Oh yeah, fluid synth is also nice for what it's supposed to be. Fluid synth is, yeah, it's just fluid synth. It's just playing sound fonts. It's pretty okay. I know nothing about synths, so it would be helpful if you could show the limitations. You mean the basics? I was thinking about making a series or making a video about the super basic stuff about synthesizers, like what is an oscillator, what is a filter, what is an amplifier, what is an envelope generator, LFO, and that, like, yeah, maybe that is like a good thing. Is that a good idea? Because probably the stuff I do is pretty advanced, and maybe people who are just beginning are feeling lost, and yeah. Well, shit, coffee party, little Mal. Coffee party. Well, I'm out of coffee, actually. I saw you using a ton to create a kick in the video. Don't you use drum machines? Something like hydrogen? I don't anymore. I was using hydrogen for some rock songs I wrote, because I thought like synthetic drums don't really fit that. However, right now with my fiance, we're recording songs which are actually rock songs, but we're like I make synthetic drums just for that, just like for anything else I do. So we're melting together my electronic stuff with her rock stuff and my rock stuff too, and just it's interesting. I think it's interesting. Pero el editado algún audio de alguna canción. I can't really. Sorry, Gabriel Lopez. I don't understand Spanish. Is there any website like the LMMS sharing platform for Ardor that you know of? I do not know of any. I actually was thinking about maybe making a Discord channel for Ardor users. I also made a Discord channel for Zenith SubFX users, but I didn't publish it because I didn't think it was maybe a good idea. Is it a good idea? Should I publish that? I don't know. I probably would need someone to be a moderator there, because I would not have time to do that, unfortunately. Is there any website? Okay, I don't know of any. It could be cool, but the problem is LMMS projects are very small, like a few hundred kilobytes at most. Of course, you can't include your samples in them, which kind of sucks. Other projects, on the other hand, can have a few gigabytes if you have recorded audio. It would require lots of hosting and lots of transfer to host like complete Ardor projects. There is a function in Ardor called archive. I can show this to you. You can go session archive, and what you can do is basically export the whole session in a zip, and actually tar.xz, which is tarball. XZ is I think it's the 7-zip algorithm. It has the best compression, and actually it compresses WAV files almost as good as FLAC, which is kind of silly because you can also encode the audio in FLAC. So you have kind of reduced bit depth of your audio files. Exclude unused audio sources. Well, that's going to be, making the session smaller. That could be a nice option to make your session smaller so you can host it somewhere if you have lots of audio in there, so it doesn't weigh 12 gigabytes, just 5 or 2. Yeah. Haven't tried this in the field. Like, I haven't used that option too much. I know it's there. I haven't experimented with it in and out, so I don't know how stable this is. And does it break your projects? Hopefully not. I think we need some background music, don't we? Crap. Can we have some background music? I'm gonna try to do. Better? Good? I think this track is boring. Like, no, if we want to play some background music, it's gonna be something decent. Sorry. Better silent than shit. Oops. There goes the monetization. Well, bottle is supposed to be transparent, but not with chroma key. It's a luma key. It's a luma key. It's luma key is based on brightness, not the hue of the pixels. And I use the black because it's black. My background is black. I think I could actually. Oh, funny! I have this lamp visible in the corner. Oh, funny. Eee. There you go. Not visible anymore. I think I can disable the color key. Oh yeah, it's actually a color key. So it's a color key. Okay, it's a chroma key. Whatever. It's a key. It's a keying key. Whatever. It works. I mean, not perfect because I don't have the green screen, just the black one. But it does. Oh, cool, man. Congrats to you both. Oh, thanks. We are very happy and very excited to get married. Solo heka musica electronica? Has what I don't understand. Sorry. I coded the random button. You coded the random button for what? Wait a minute. Maybe that was Rack-a-Rack. Rack-a-Rack. I heard the name is from Rack-a-Rack. The just chugging with your wah pedal. Has used LMS. I have used LMS a lot. If I understand your question. Are you on Ubuntu Studio? I am not running Ubuntu Studio. I am running Linux Mint right now. I'm going to show you. System. Is it that? About system. This is what I'm running. It's Linux Mint 18.3 KDE edition. Unfortunately, Linux Mint is dropping support for KDE, so I'm going to have to look for another distro because they're phasing out KDE, and I really like KDE. I don't know if I'm ready to switch to GNOME again. I was GNOME user. I know I was a GNOME user in the 2008-9, but like 2014-15, I switched to KDE, I think. And I really like it. It's very powerful. It has tons of cool things, and I think Kdenlive works better. It always crashed right off the bat for me. Not until the recent years, and I finally could switch from Blender video sequence editor to Kdenlive, which is way more kind of streamlined for video editing for me, and it has some things done way better than Blender video sequence editor. However, it also has some things that are way worse, because you can't have everything. Are you Ubuntu Studio? Nope. Solo Ardor. Not sure. Oh, I should solo the Ardor. Oh no, sorry. That's probably not what you meant. Big jabadoo, because I can't. Oh, I can't read the anything in and that is different than English. I'm sorry. How much times have you tried to synthesize close to guitar sound? Many times. Actually, it's not super difficult. If you're going for distorted sound of guitar, it's really easy. I'm gonna show you. Let's have a new... We can do this with Helm. Why not? Helm can do this. Yay. Helm. I'm gonna just plug my MIDI keyboard so I can play. Ooh, yep. Gonna make this keep on top. Well, we need a single oscillator. Let's try. And we need a plucky envelope, so no attack and just decay and sustain at 0. So it just fades away. And then I'm going to use this to add modulation. So we have more harmonic content in the start of the note and less at the end. I'm going to try to transpose this. Maybe that's going to make it sound good. Nope, that's going to make square waves. That's better. Now the super simple thing is just distort this. Simple as that. It kind of sounds like a guitar. It's crappy. I know it's crappy, but it can sell the illusion. If you work on it more, it's gonna get better. Actually, we have some synthesized electric-esque guitar sounds in some tracks that we did with Combustible Lemonade, because we have an unreleased album in the works. Yeah. Abhinav aka Demkeys asks, Unfa, have you tried using Yoshimi for guitar sounds? I haven't. I have opened up Yoshimi a few times, trying to understand why does it exist? Because I've heard that it's a fork of Zenit FX. I've heard that they introduced some great fixes to the engine, making it more reliable and more real-time safe. But that was ported back to Zenit FX a long time ago, so it's no benefit to me using Yoshimi instead of Zenit FX. And Yoshimi doesn't work with ZenFusion, because ZenFusion has everything. I think everything in the new Zenit FX is fed from the interface to the engine via OSC. And yeah, so you basically can make any interface you want, or just write a program that's gonna send some comments to the NetSubFX engine. I actually, someone somewhere told me that he was writing a program that would generate random patches in NetSubFX like this, just sending OSC messages from Python. That's really interesting. Your voice is boosting the background audio. Yeah, I fixed that already, sorry. Do you use NetSubFX with a plugin that you have a guitar sound? I can use, like, for example, this thing I made here. I'm gonna call this Senoth Guitar. Like, the distortion I used here is just a simple distortion, but if I add a plugin like GuitarX Amplifier X. Oh, mistype. Come on. Amplifier X, yeah. Now this is gonna make it sound more like a guitar. Yeah, the distortion is a huge part of the sound of the electric guitar. And we have an emulation of a tube amplifier, an emulation of a cabinet that makes it sound like it's coming from an actual stomp box. Can you call this stomp box? I don't know. Yeah. And also a tone stack, which is a... We can try playing some power chords. Bear with me. Well, that sounds kind of like an electric guitar, doesn't it? I think it could work for some. It sounds like, it sounds like the Slayer instrument from FL Studio 5, something like that. Like a crappy. It's synthesized. It's synthesized, but if you hide it in the mix, it could actually be sold. If you don't really have an access to a guitar, well, that's not only option. Having a guitar is really a blessing because you have many more options, even if it's not a perfectly crazy awesome guitar, I think. I can't understand Spanish. Oh, lots of Spanish questions. Just blew everyone's ears out. Oh, sorry. Need some sleep. Thanks, Unfa. Great stream. Thanks, Jose Rodriguez. You're gonna probably watch this maybe some later if you want to see. It was nice having you. Elma Mess, Masperada, blah, blah, and you're inaudible. Tiger, yep. Beatboxing is an awesome way of prototyping beats. It is. Beatboxing is really great, and sometimes I even try to come up with break beats like. And then I record this and I look at the waveforms and try to figure out where stuff is. And then I try to replicate this with actual synthesized drums because I can feel it, I can beatbox it, but I don't really know how do I put it on the piano roll. So beatboxing is really a nice tool for sketching out some drum patterns. It also amazingly helps to play some drums. If you can play some drums, that's gonna help your beat making skills a lot because you're gonna feel what's natural, what is not possible. That you will know what you can't play just with two legs and two hands. And when you make things that are not possible to play, it sounds kind of like a machine. And yeah, I know we're sequencing the drums, we're synthesizing the sounds. It's a machine, but we're telling the machine what to do to make it sound like music and to make people move and to evoke emotions in people. And if you make it sound like it was made by a computer, it doesn't really do. It might work for what you want to achieve. Of course, someone could make one. Like I think that Kraftwerk is basically all about sounding like it was made by a machine. Like their stage appearance is like they're robots, and they even made once, I've heard they made 2 shows at one day, the same time, and one of them was them, and the other one was just puppets. And people couldn't really tell the difference, but they were pissed. I would be. You're going to see Kraftwerk and you're just watching at puppets? What? I don't know. It's a phenomenon. I don't know. Not. Buenas noches, muchachos. Yeah, I offered to cut down the main frequency of voice. What do you think? Did I sound bad? Hey, fix your sidechaining. Okay. I already did. Yeah, I'm way more to delay. What sound card do you use? I use... Oh, can I do this? Let's see. Let's hope I'm not gonna pull the cable out of the PC. Ah, crap. Okay, let's do this. I'm using a a Behringer Euphoria UMC 202 HD, which is a 2-channel. Sorry for the shaky cam. Which is a 2-channel USB audio interface that can record and play sound back. It's pretty simple. It's okay. Like it's pretty rugged. I wouldn't be afraid to take this on the road, and I did. I like it. It's not very expensive. It does what it's supposed to do. Gets the job done. Works with Linux with no hassle, like most devices today. Because this is one thing that I like that Apple did, is that with the iPads having no way of installing third-party audio drivers, they forced everyone to use the USB class audio as the audio driver. So everything that was supposed to work with iPad would have to work in the USB audio class, which is the standard, and that is supported with Linux. So Apple unknowingly, unwillingly made Linux audio hardware situation way better with the iPads, which is cool. However, I'm an absolute no Apple guy. I like rotten Apple for life. No, I hate Apple. I mean, I don't hate Apple. I just don't like their business practices. I don't like their products. I don't like their philosophy. I mean, it's fine if you use Apple. I know my fiance was using an iPhone, and her families were using iPhones and are using iPhones still. That's fine. I wouldn't want to use that. It's not for me. I like Android. I know it's well, it's probably a huge ear and eye of Google in my pocket. If I could have a Libre open source operating system on my phone, I would go for it, but it's quite expensive. I can't really afford it, and I would rather put the money into other things right now. The Zin randomizer Douglas was making, I think that may be Douglas. Yeah, the random preset for Zin effects does not sound boring crap. That's interesting and complicated. Huh. I did not select only master, neither check the output for the kick. I am definitely going to try that. I think that was someone else giving some advice to someone else. Stumpbox is a floor-dwelling effect box, right? Stumpbox is a floor-dwelling effect box. Do you mean it's the pedal board of the guitarist? No, I think Stumpbox is the actual wooden box with the with the speaker of the driver built in, and amplification modules, and sometimes a spring reverb. I have one. I think. Can you see it? Oh shit! It's very dark. You can't. Sorry. In the new studio, you're probably gonna be able to see more and have it not look like crap, because this is a kitchen. Don't confuse this with a studio. It's a kitchen. We cook beats here. So I think no, it's not a floor-dwelling device effect box. That's a pedal board, I think, if I understood you correctly. Someone should totally take all the openly available presets for Zen effects and blend them into a random way. Yeah, that would sound like crap, really. Like doing things randomly doesn't really work. You need to know what you're doing to make anything cool, I think. I mean, a bit of random is really cool for experimenting, but you need to understand at least kinda, like, if you're just doing things absolutely randomly in synthesizers, you might have a bad time. I think if you want to learn synthesis, try to learn the basics and try to first touch maybe as little controls as possible until you have at least a rough understanding of what they did to the sound. And try to build that. Like, if you move something and it doesn't do anything, maybe try moving something that does something. You could also exercise yourself in that way. Before you do something, try to imagine what it would sound like when you turn it. And I think this is a very good exercise because you're trying to build a sound in your mind before you make it in the software. And you are challenging yourself to imagine how it will sound when you, for example, add distortion. Then you add distortion and you listen and you see how it differs from your imagination. And you learn. Next time you will try to imagine it with distortion, you will imagine it better. And as you learn imagining how things will sound when you add different effects, you are building up a vocabulary of sound processing techniques, of synthesis techniques in your head, so that you can imagine what you want to do. For example, you listen to your track and you think, I could really use a string pad here, but with flanger. You could, because you have done these things, you know how they sound. You have an image map, sound map of things, effects, how they sound, how they affect different sounds in your mind, and you can imagine where you want to go. And then you know, okay, I need this, I need a saw, I need to have unison on, so I have multiple voices, slightly tune it, add lots of reverb, and add the flanger and see what that does. Maybe some EQ to boost the mids and cut the lows, and hit the highs a bit to make it sound more like strings, less like synthesizers. This is the stuff, and as you go, you can imagine more things, and you have ideas when you listen to your music. And oh, I want that sound. Oh, I want this sound. And then you go and try to make it. It often don't work. You often gonna synthesize different sound, but you will discover things, and it's gonna be exciting because you're like, oh crap, I thought it's gonna sound like this. It sounds different, but it's cool. I'm gonna use this. I learned a lot of synthesizer tricks this way. Trying to make something, I failed. I made something else, but I learned something cool. Yeah. So trying to reproduce what you heard is very, very fun, and also makes you discover a lot of things. Let's read through the chat. They used reverb boxes in the 60s. Yeah, like there were studios with huge rooms under the studio with a speaker and a microphone that were just echo chambers or reverb rooms. And they would feed the live signal from the mixer to that speaker and get it back on an aux, or actually send it from an aux channel in the mixer and get it back on the return from that. And that was a real-time reverb made with an actual freaking room. That's expensive, right? The day when we have just plugins, we can do this all in the digital domain. This is just amazing. That's just so amazingly easier. Unfa, have you ever tried Ardor on Windows? Dwas asks, have you ever tried Ardor on Windows? If you have, how does it compare to using it on Linux? I have tried Ardor on Windows. I've tried setting it up for my fiancé and for other people. It works. It has some troubles. I think I said that earlier in the stream. A friend of mine who's using Windows, and he has to be using Windows, installed Ardor, and he has run into a problem when it just crashes after a few minutes, no matter what he does. We yet have to debug this. I personally haven't had such trouble with Ardor on Windows. It worked better. The problem is that you need plugins, because Ardor in itself is just a frame. You need to fill it in with instruments and plugins. Like, it now has some very rudimentary basic plugins coded with Lua. So you have, I'm going to show you. Let's do this. Oh no, I messed up the lighting. Oh, that's better. So we have plugin manager. It's A dash and names. A amplifier, A compressor stereo, A delay, A EQ, A fluid synth, inline scope, inline spectrogram, A MIDI monitor, A reasonable synth, A reverb. These are Ardor's plugins. They are also of type Lua. You can see here. These, for example. So Ardor has some basic plugins that you can do a mix. You have a compressor, you have an EQ. You can use the compressor as a limiter if you set it up. It can do the job. And you have a reverb. You can mix some basic songs without installing any plugins, just using what's in Ardor, which is really cool. They are very limited, but they are there. And I think they're gonna try to work and expand them, maybe add some more. But also, on Windows, you can just install VST plugins. Free VST plugins are all over the web. I haven't been using VSTs since 2008, when I switched to Windows Linux, and I decided to learn the Linux plugins and everything about Linux. It was very weird and just vast world of unknown software. It took me some time to dig for this stuff, but well, I hope that my videos can show you some tools you can start with, some plugins, some DAWs, some synthesizers, so you're not just completely lost trying to find something useful in this sea of software. Yeah. That glowing thing. One more. How does it compare to using it on Linux? I like the plugins I have on Linux from KX Studio repositories, and you can't have this on Windows, unfortunately. So this is a big loss for me. But I know you can, like, some plugins like Helm, Zenfusion, MDA plugins. I'm gonna write this for you. There are some plugins, free and open source even, that can be in VST, MDA, audio. These are very cool. Generic GUI using plugins, but they are sounding very nice and they can do lots of things. Open source plugins, they were ported to Linux, so you can have them in LV2, but they were originally in VST, and you can still have them. Helm has a VST version, no problem. Zenfusion, it's not free. I heard it's quite easy to build it even on Windows. I don't know how, I didn't do it. But there are people who did. Hopefully you can catch up and help each other out and make it a thing. You can also use the demo version. I think it just becomes periodically silent. I haven't tried this, really. I haven't tried so many things, man. Life is short. Am I using KDE Connect? Absolutely, man. KDE Connect is the thing. So, if you don't know, Kdenlive, I'm going to show you. Kdenlive has this app. Okay, sorry, I need to change this. I wanted to route the focus control to a MIDI controller, but I couldn't. There's an app called KDE Connect, and it's basically synchronization with my PC. Right now I can send files very easily. I can stop or start playback of multimedia players like VLC or Amarok or something. I can use this as a mouse, or I can run a customized command. Can I click it? Yeah, I'm gonna shucks. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick combo. Now, I'm not touching my mouse. Watch my cursor. Hey, sweet. I can also use this as a keyboard. Now I have a keyboard. I can type. You can see my hands. I'm typing. Good. Oh crap, I clicked something. No. Brr. Well. Oh yeah, there's a comment by Art of Music about try Muse Sequencer 3.0.5.2. It's the best at MIDI and I think he wrote, and you can export it then to Ardor for mastering. Anyway, KDE Connect is super awesome, and you can also copy and paste from from the clipboard, from your computer, from your PC to your phone, to your Android phone with KDE Connect. And like, that's so cool. It's one of the reasons why I don't want to switch away from KDE, because I don't know if there's anything so cool in GNOME. This is so good. Like, whew. And sending files is also a breeze. And yeah, it's just so great. The glowing thing in the corner of a cam is cool. Haha, sorry, I took it away. It's a lamp. It's an IKEA lamp. I can bring it back if you want. Better? More funky? Other on Windows is really limited. Best on AV Linux IMO, in my opinion. Oh dear, that looks bad. Gonna hide it. Sorry, it looks really bad. Oh, now it's better. Yay! Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used super much Ardor on Windows. I'm gonna try to do that to prepare for recording the Ardor Guide video series, to get some understanding, because I want to make it work for people even on Windows. So I should test it on Windows, and I should know what to watch out for, what to do to make it not crash. Tromino writes, just download Seamless or knowledge to your brain. Well, yeah, I would like to share my mind about Seamless. I've learned a lot from him. If you don't know, there's a guy called Seamless on YouTube who is very popular, and he is making sound design tutorials using FL Studio. I think he's mostly using Harmor. Yeah. And Patcher. Yeah, lots of that stuff. He's making super complex like drum and bass, Neurofunk bass design. But there are some problems, I think, with what he's doing. One thing is that I think he's doing the same thing over and over again. Like, his how to bass tutorials, there are some amazing videos there, and there are some very deep knowledge and very, very bright ideas. And I've pulled a lot of inspiration from his videos. However, he's got like hundreds of these, and I feel like they're getting very repetitive. I would like him to do some. I would like to see him doing some completely different stuff, because I think it would be interesting just to do new stuff. I think it's kind of oversaturated. The how to bass tutorials are kind of oversaturated, I think, personally. And also, unfortunately, I don't think Seamless is a very good composer. I know he has some understanding of music theory, which is not common among music producers, electronic music producers, which is great. That gives him some nice foundations, and he also sometimes talks about music theory and how he uses it in music composition. However, when I listen to his albums, I'm really not super hooked. Maybe because his work is mostly about the sound design, and the same thing applies to me, to Noisia to some degree. Noisia has an amazing sound design world, and I really admire that, but sometimes I am a bit bored with the compositions because I would like to have some more things to listen to on the melodic level, on the harmonic level. They are very heavily based on rhythm and sound design, so rhythm and timbre. And as I was talking in the video called The Layers of Music, I think that's what the video was called. There are much more layers of information you can put into your music, and I like to have stuff happening on all of them. Maybe apart from the vocal layer. I don't need vocal layer to enjoy the music. I like instrumental music a lot because you can focus on the composition very much. Vocals are very hard to not listen to, and they often are on top of the mix, very loud, making everything else impossible to admire so much as you would without them. However, for example, Pendulum have their vocals, at least on, for example, Hold Your Color, their first album, their first mainstream album, their first big album. The vocals are very quiet when they are there. They are like a different instrument. The bass and the drums are most important. And I get this. I really like that. You can hear this on my album's Static. It's on YouTube. You can listen to it. You can hear lots of inspiration from Pendulum on that album, especially in the last track called Not the End. It's basically a drum and bass song. And the vocals, I tried to make the vocals on... I'm not going to delete it. Why delete it? I tried to make the vocals on that album rather quiet, because all the instrumental music was done first, and the vocals and the lyrics came last. And I didn't want the vocals and the lyrics to overshadow the instrumentals. Even though I tried to make the vocals rather silent, rather quiet, not too loud, not on top of the mix, just kind of backed off. Even though I tried that, some people complain that the vocals are obscuring the stream has just dropped out for some reason. OBS said, disconnected. Disconnected. You suck. And I was like, no. But I'm back. Hey, I see there are 16 people watching. I really appreciate that you are taking time out of your night, because I guess most of you are in Europe, right? I am in Europe. You probably are in Europe. It's late. It's the middle of the night. My voice is kind of tired. I'm just sitting out there here, hanging out with you, answering your questions, trying to answer all your questions. It's really cool. I think I'm going to do more live streams, because it looks like you guys like it. It's cool to hang out. Let's listen to let's read some more questions. And you stop imagine what you can't do, but I can do, but it could not be done anyway, so who cares? I think that glowing thing in the corner of cam is cool. And you stop imagine what you can do, but I'm not sure I understand. What do you mean? I'm trying to understand. Maybe you're talking about sound design? About not caring about things you can't do and just doing it anyway? Maybe let's go with that. I think that's a good approach, by the way. Like, when I started making music in 2005, I think so. Nobody would want to listen to that. It's crap. It was crap. I think unfortunately, I think I lost my Fruit Loops projects from that time in some data shuffling accident. I think I deleted that stuff. I just lost it. So sorry. Can't play you my oldest tracks, unfortunately. But I can play you my newest ones. For many years, nobody would want to listen to my stuff because it was bad. However, I made one rap beat for a theatrical event in a little theatrical club I was in, and I wrote a rap lyrics and performed this live. I made that beat in FL Studio. It was pretty fun. It was pretty cool, and it was like, I don't know, it was 2007, so it was not super long after I started, and it was already bearable. And people didn't run away. It wasn't super great. It sucked, but it was already listenable, kinda. And I enjoyed that. So I think it's very important to find joy in making music. Don't care if people don't like it. They're not gonna like it. It takes years of practice to make something that is gonna be admired by others. But don't care. Just do it if you find joy in this. And as you go, people will start to like it because you're gonna get better. Just do it. If it gives you joy, just do it. Learn it, have fun with it, play with it, and try to not kill your friends with it, because understand that It's not the best in the world, to say the least, but it doesn't matter because every freaking body who is making their life on selling music right now or playing live have been doing shit music for many years before anybody would want to listen to their stuff. Everyone. Nobody was born a genius. Everyone has learned. Everybody had to learn. I had to learn. I made shitty music until I didn't. It wasn't just one moment. It was a gradient of making less and less crappy music. And yeah. And I learned tons of stuff on the way. And I want to share that because I think I for some reason, I'm a guy who really likes doing stuff the hard way. You might say I'm wasting time. It actually worked out for me. It worked out for me. I work as a graphic designer. Actually, recently I'm doing more system administration than graphic design, to be honest. I do some programming. I do some, I don't know. I do lots of weird stuff. I like it. I do everything I do at work is what I learned after school, not in the school. I didn't go to studies or college, what you call it. I didn't go to college. I didn't want to waste my time learning things that other people think are important to me. I wanted to learn things that I think are important. And I learned I have a job out of that. Actually, kind of two jobs, because making YouTube is also a job. It's very not well paid job yet, but thanks to Patreon support, it's becoming an option. Hopefully in a few years, I'll be able to take off a day every week or 2 days every week, or maybe work half time on videos and music for you to learn from and to enjoy, and on helping to develop the open source software instead of doing other work like I do now. I want to go there, and I see we can get there, and I see people are giving me money. You are supporting me on Patreon, and you let me just work for you. And I would want to work for you. I would prefer to work for you instead to work for some other guy, however nice that guy is. But I would really like to spend most of my time developing open source software, helping it grow, and developing the community. You guys are the community. We are the community. We are making the software. The programmers are among us. The musicians, the artists are among us. We are the community. It's just so cool. Like, proprietary software can do stuff. Sure it can. But it doesn't have such a community. It doesn't have such a feeling of being a family, actually, who is sharing all the good stuff. So everybody can benefit from that. I think that's really amazing, and that's one great aspect of open source software to me. The people. It's one of the best aspects, actually. The software kind of sucks. No, yeah. The software kind of sucks, but the people are really good. And they're also very trustworthy people. Like, it's hard to find a guy in the who is an open source developer or engaged in open source who would want to scam you. I haven't met anyone like that yet. And I have met some scammers, and I have been scammed in my life. I had to learn some stuff the hard way. Ooh. Actually, I'm really hungry. I think I'll try to answer the rest of the questions, and I think we should wrap this up, guys, because it's getting late. I'm getting hungry. You're getting hungry. You need to pee. Come back and see if I answer your question. We are already 1.5 hour. I think we're longer. It's just this part of the stream. We're probably more than 2.5 hours online. That's crazy. Crazy. Why are we hanging out still? You are crazy. I guess the fact that a lot of the stuff can be done digitally is one of the reasons why beat producers eventually started lowering the prices of their beats. Well, maybe once you don't have to buy an MPC, and a bunch of CDs or vinyl to sample the drums from, and lots of other, and lots of other gear to be able to produce music or rap beats. Yeah, like your static costs that you have to take to be able to start making music are very lower. You just need a computer, you just need a PC. Everybody has a PC, almost everybody. And you need to buy one, maybe two software packages if you go for proprietary software, or a wired software package and another instrument package, and you can go off and start doing that. Is it gonna be great? Well, oh yeah, depends on your skill. You can also use open source software, and your software cost is literally zero. Your time cost is higher because sometimes you're gonna have to figure out how to make something work. In proprietary software, most of the time you don't have to figure out so much stuff. But in proprietary software, when something doesn't work, you are screwed. In open source software, you file a bug report, you email the developer, hey, that doesn't work. Could you please fix this? And often, a few days later, it's fixed. Or next month, a feature is added. Many features to Calf Studio plugins were added on my requests. I stopped counting, but many. And ZenSFX the same. Many features of ZenSFX were added because I requested them. It's super amazing, and it makes me feel like I'm really part of the designing and developing of the software. And then I can teach you about it, and I can see other people do stuff without it, and I can do music about it. It's super great. I think I'm going like rambling on different things again. The LVST version of Zen seems to work slightly better than the LV2 version for me. Oh, that's interesting. What aspect? How is it different? Could you write something more? Is it, I don't know, if it's more responsive? Does it has lower CPU usage, or I don't know. I'd love to hear more. I haven't used the LVST version. I'm staying away from VST because it's not... Okay, it is open source, but LV2 is better. Unfa, your videos sure helped with a lot of info about doing audio in Linux. Cool, I'm glad. Thanks. The whole concept of Jack was completely new to me, and I didn't get it for a while, but once I got it, I was like, wow. Yeah. It is kind of difficult. I made a video, if you haven't seen it. It's called What is Jack Audio Connection Kit? Oh, with capital letters here and there. And that video is my introduction to what Jack Audio Connection Kit is, and how to get it to work, how to fix some problems, why it's awesome, and why we need it in the Linux audio production. I think that's one of the most well-edited video. Like, I don't know, I've put a lot of effort into cutting this video and making it short. I also I wrote a script for that video, quite a detailed script, actually, like sentence for sentence. I think I should do more scripted videos, because more often than not, I get sidetracked and I talk about lots of things. The videos are long. It's hard to find the knowledge. I know. I'll try to make shorter videos, more focused ones. This is a live stream. This doesn't count. Stop moaning. Kdenlive has this app. Kdenlive is an app. Kdenlive is a program. Not sure what you mean. There's this naturalish but really well-edited percussion on Outer Sec Mutania on YouTube. I don't know what is this. Nobody I've discussed it with can figure out how to approximate the sound of Zin. Would you be able to listen sometime and give your impression? I'm not sure what you are asking about. Are you asking about recreating some drum sound from this outer sect Mutania piece track with Zenith FX. I would have to check this out and try to find it. I think I'm too hungry to do it right now. Sorry. I'm gonna write it down for May. Oh, I think I didn't show you this. Yeah, this is it. What is Jack Audio Connection Kit? That's a unfa vlog video. With small letters. I don't remember the number. I think it was number 7. So it was this. Was it number 7? I don't know. I don't remember. You can use it to share multimedia files by Samba with Chromecast. I'm not sure. Is this an answer to a different question? I don't know. You're talking about some specific sound? Oh yeah. By the way, thanks for all the videos. Awesome. You're welcome. My pleasure. And pain in the butt sometimes because of software crashes and stuff. But anyway, I love it. If I could do videos full time, that would be so cool. But I would need like, I don't know, $2,000-$3,000 on Patreon. No, actually not. Less. I would need like, yeah. Actually, it's not so outlandish. Like, it's not a completely unrealistic goal. I don't know how big is the open source community and how much is it willing to support projects like what I do with their money. If you are willing to support me with your money, I could be doing this full time in a few years, probably. That would be super awesome. I could also contribute tons of things to the software, because often I do stuff and then I just stop and report a bug because I just or ask for a feature. Yeah, it's like my work is half doing my work and half fixing open source software, even though I'm not a developer. The percussion on the song. I think the editor spent 80% of the time on the album on just Mutania. There are KDE Connect implementations for GNOME, I'm pretty sure. So you think I could use KDE Connect with GNOME? That would be interesting. That could make me consider switching to GNOME. Maybe. I'm gonna have to move my studio. I'm not gonna consider moving my software now and throwing everything out of the window. But that's something to be considered in the future. The tabla-like sound starting at 1 into the song. Seamless has some decent songs like Codename Hurricane and Modulators of the Universe. I think he has some decent songs, but they are not fabulous in my opinion. It's not like it's. He has a track called Truck Puncher, and it's like I just can't forget the intro. And then I just listen to the track, and it's like the intro. Yeah, it's the intro, and then the track goes on. It's like it's not super cool. I thought it's funnier. I thought it's better. I don't know. I'm really not into Seamless's music. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I don't think he's I don't personally think his music is super cool. I think Savant's music is super cool. Savant, aka Alexander Winter. I am deeply into Savant's music. He's just insane. I don't necessarily agree with his ideas about making music. As like when he speaks in interviews, there's a live stream of Seamless making an interview with Savant, and what he says is I don't kind of agree with that. Or I don't know, maybe I was wondering why Savant isn't making videos about how he's making music. I think he actually isn't very good at making videos and talking about his music. I think he's best in making his music. He's actually amazing in making his music. I had to go on a detox to stop listening to Savant after a few years of just listening to his albums over and over. Because my brain was just filled with Savant, and I just wanted to have some room in that. But he's a great inspiration for me. I really appreciate Savant as an artist, and I think I like that he's bringing many different pieces of EDM, classical music, rock even, and bringing them together and making some really cool stuff and keeping it complex, keeping it very information packed. I like this kind of music. I don't like music like I don't like house music. I couldn't listen to house music. It's too boring. It's too sparse in information. It's great when it's played on a dance floor when I just want to move, but if I want to listen and admire some composition, house is not enough. Complextro is the treat for me in that regard. Are we down? Are we up? I am streaming. Yeah. Steam cut out for anyone else? Yeah, stream cut out. Yeah, we're down for me. Okay. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. I didn't think this would become a thing. Like, I just wanted to mess around and just experiment, and actually you came up and it's a thing. I think I'm gonna do more live streams just to hang out with you guys. Maybe I'm gonna maybe try to schedule some time so I can announce before, so you can be ready and we can meet up and have some Q&As and maybe making some music live and drinking coffee or tea or whatever you like. Cat piss. It's an album. You said Caden Live has this app. Yeah, it was KDE has this app. Oh yeah, that was me. Oh, I've missed more questions. How am I gonna... Yeah, I should go to sleep. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I think I can't really keep up with the questions. It's too much. I really would like to answer everything. But it's really late. I'm hungry. I need to eat something. You want to say good night? Yeah. You didn't say hi. You want to say good night? At least, I don't know. Show your voice. Say. Because they think I have an imaginary girlfriend. That's not okay. Okay. We're down. We're up again. For the computer started hanging out again. No, it didn't. It was the computer. It was the OBS. Europe represent. Yeah. Brazil 21-20. Well, that's pretty early. It's 2:40 a.m. at my side. 2:40 a.m. Netherlands. It's weekend. Okay. Crap. I'm really sorry. I have to cut it here. She says she's gonna kill me. And you know, it would be bad. I mean, I wouldn't do any more live streams. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming to this live stream. It was chaotic. It was fun. It was weird. I didn't manage to answer all your questions. I'm going to try to write them down and maybe answer them next time. Or maybe I'm going to try and make another live stream and announce it so you can join. I think I'm just repeating myself. I'm so tired right now. Let's go to sleep. Have a good one, everybody. Good night, and I will see you in the next video and live stream. Whichever gonna come first. Maybe a live stream of editing a video. But then you're gonna interrupt me. No, I'm not gonna do this. You're gonna interrupt me and I'm gonna stop making the there are things happening. Stop making the video again. Okay. That's all. I hope you've learned something or got inspired or hooked or got happier. Have a good one. Have a good night. I'm gonna see if everybody gets saying good night. Yeah. Thanks everyone once again. And I'll see you in the next video or stream. Bye. Can I make a fade out? Can I make a fade out?